Alright, Pudlins. I think it's a bit of a more interesting one today. I need some advice. Yeah, I seriously need some advice. Because I am in limbo. I don't know, stuck. Oh, got a nod from 1,000 brethren. 1,000 brethren. Anyway, I need some advice. What bike next? Yep. Maybe I'm getting too overconfident. I've not even passed my Mod 2 yet, but I'm already thinking about what's the step up. What is the step up? Oh my god. Did you see that guy's number plate? It said, subscribe to Pub Moto. No, seriously, a little side note. 18 subscribers now. The last time I mentioned subscribers, I had 8. So, and I gained about 10 in past 10 days, so that is awesome. I know it's a very small subscriber count in terms of like YouTube, but not to me. Not to me. So if you like the content, please hit that subscribe button. So what by next? Let me just, for starters, maybe get into my parameters. What I think I want. So for starters, I'm looking at probably a 650, not a 600. I don't think I'll get insured on that much power at the minute. 650 though, you know, tend to be a little bit more tame. The little bit more chilled out versions of the Bossmans at the 600 class. I think style of bike, I'm probably going to want to be looking at sport, naked, either of the two. I'm not really fussed for anything adventure. I mean, I say that, but I've never really tried it out. So, you know, if I was to try one and it blew me away, then I'd probably be like, oh, you know what, I've changed my mind. But at face value, naked, or sports tourer, maybe, you know. Please drop any suggestions in the comments, but I'm going to go through the 3 bikes that have caught my eye. These three bikes don't fully take into account my budget. These are just the 3 bikes I spotted, and depending on whether I can afford them or not is whether I'll get them or not. Because some are substantially more expensive than the others. Anyway, bike number 1, numero uno. So I've had my eye on the Ninja 650. Here we go, filterage. Let's do this shit. Ooh, we're good. We're clear. So Ninja 650. Key points that I sort of attracted to. The styling is beautiful. It definitely follows the whole range and definitely is in keeping with like the ZX6R. But the reason it's not the ZX6R and it's the Ninja 650 is because of that one simple fact of insurance and the power band. Because I would not get insured on a ZX6R, or if I did, it'd probably cost more than the bike. And there you go, the bike is substantially more expensive than the Ninja 650. So not the greatest idea. So I think probably for one of them used, I'm looking, I could probably go between 6,500 to 7,500 to get a decent one. Apparently they've got a lovely little parallel twin engine. From people, I saw someone drop in the comments that they'd go inline 4 over parallel twin any day just for sound alone. But I'm just sort of struggling to know what inline 4 around the same price could be a competitor. I mean, I think that probably leads me perfectly onto my bike number 2, which is the Honda CB125R. So everyone's probably going, oh, well, you just mentioned about not having a direct competitor. Go on, quickly. Not having a direct competitor that's an inline 4, I've probably just told you exactly what you were thinking. The Honda CB125R. The only reason that's sort of less of an option at the minute is just because of price, mainly. Because obviously them things are a little bit more expensive. Because I have seen you are paying for the Honda Premium because they are so good, they just charge whatever they want. I mean, I have only got a 125, but I'm a bit of an advocate that, yeah, they are pretty good, because this is not Mr. B. It shouldn't really, should it? But moving on. Well, not moving on, I'm still on the CBR 650R, but the Honda looks banging. It looks like a beast of a bike. Power-wise, way above. I think does it output about 94 horsepower, which is pretty good. I've heard it's quite high in the rev range, but still, 94 horsepower, you're going to feel that. Whereas the Ninja 650's at 67, I believe. And I've heard, like I said about the inline 4, the inline 4 sounds better than the parallel twin, a little bit less tinny, slightly more hunched over, slightly more sporty riding position from the Honda, because the Ninja 650 is very upright. But either one's fine, I don't mind. I'm 25, I think I could, you know, and I've heard that both bikes are very good commuter bikes, so both options indeed. And can I just say, the aesthetics and the styling of the Honda are awesome. Definitely looks like a mini Fireblade, definitely. I mean, at the weekend, me and my wife went and looked around a few. We went to Padgett's Honda and Padgett's Kawasaki, and the Honda in person is just, oh yeah, mega. But my wife very much likes the Kawasaki. She's a Kawasaki green girl. So I'll probably end up on that. She's already eyeing up helmets for the pillion passenger. Which is quite cool though. But she's currently pregnant, so she won't be going on back of anything. So I'll probably say, actually, this will be more in keeping with my reasons budget wise. So my budget's probably about 5,500 to 6,000. So if there's any suggestions for sort of a middleweight bike around that price that you think you'll get, probably not new but used, and I know that it's going to be Suzuki V650, I am considering that as well, it's just not one of the top 3. Please drop it in the comments, or, you know, help me out. So option number 3, what is it? Well, I'm glad you asked. And when I say you, I mean no one, because no one's asked. I'm just making a video and telling. I'm talking at you. So listen. So my third option is probably the cheapest of the 3, probably the highest on the list at the minute, which is why I've saved it to last, and that's the Kawasaki Z650. Yes, I know, right? Wonderful. Now I know that it's basically the Ninja 650 without the fairing. I understand that. Oh god, this is very gravelly. I'm just going to slot in here, mate. Yeah, I'm aware that it's the Ninja 650 with basically no fairings. There's just something about it. Whoa! Fucking hell. That was sketchy. Prick. I was going to go through town, but obviously big knobhead. Ah, man. I'm knob end. Anyway, now that I've mellowed out and nearly been killed by a truck, Kawasaki Z650, awesome looking bike. Same power output, like I said, same parallel twin engine as the Ninja 650. I think the styling on the naked version looks awesome. I'd probably go as far as saying looks better, but I suppose it's personal opinion, is that, isn't it? Because some people are going to prefer naked and some people are going to prefer sports bikes, so it depends what you prefer. And I don't know, I'm very much in the middle. I feel like I want a sports bike, but the naked bikes, not so much the hooliganism of them, maybe a little bit, but something calls me to them, we'll say. and I don't know what it is. They're just a bit more savage. But yeah, Z650, good little engine. Apparently it's got good power, low down as well, so you don't feel like you need to rev the balls off of it, which is good. Beautiful styling, as Kawasaki does. I don't think they've really got many ugly bikes, to be honest, down the years even. They're all pretty beautiful things. Yeah, boy. He's probably like, look at him weaving there, we're on my side of the road. Yeah, shut up. Shut up, Karen! Because it rattles my brain. Oh, fuck. I think probably a few honourable mentions that are still on the list. SV650, because I know the quality of them things, and everywhere I look it's like, oh, SV650 is just the go-to, you know. Oh yeah, by the way, I know my last video was me going to physio, but it's that day again, I'm going to physio. This is just the next one I've recorded. I've got a few I want to record though this week. CB500R should I say, definitely considered it. 650 CB650F, that's definitely been a recommendation. Can't forget the Yamaha MT-07. Only problem is where I live, it's very nickable for bike thieves, very much so. And they're not quiet, so they definitely let the neighbourhood know that there's an MT-07 here. So that's sort of scaring me off a little bit, which it shouldn't, because it's an absolute joke, bike thieving, and we've had a few struggles recently, shall I say. But I'm going to go into them in another video, because that's something that has royally pissed us off. So I'll have a bit of a rant video. I know my last one with the filtering one, well, it wasn't really a rant, but if I do a video on bike thieves, it's definitely going to be a rant, and it's probably going to get aggressive. So let me know if you want that. But yeah, so my options at the minute: CBR650R, probably bottom of the list because of price. Ninja 650 middle, because it's a decent middle ground, maybe still a little bit out of budget. Kawasaki Z650 at the top of the list, and that's what I've been eyeing up properly. And even at the weekend I went and sat on a few, and they are comfortable as shit, so without a doubt an option. But let me know what you'd choose, you beautiful little puds, because that'd be awesome if we could choose a bike together, all 18 of us. Oh. For now, yet again I bid you adieu. I'll see you in the next one. Let me know what you want me to talk about, and I will talk about it and be probably a little bit of a weirdo at the same time. See you, bitches. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the light. Respect if you're still here and you just heard that singing.